Okay guys, so it's the night before and it's a great time to get yourself prepared, isn't it? I mean, if you can do any preparation the night before, it's just going to serve you even better. And especially this time of year in the winter, the last thing you want to be doing is on the bank, making baits up and probably missing a bite if you're going for chub like me. It's so important to have so much prepared. Going back to the bait at hand, what we're going to do, we're going to make some all-important cheese paste. Cheese paste, as I'm sure you've heard a million other people say before, is a great chub bait, especially in winter. But more so when we get to cloudy water conditions. What do I mean by that? Well, anyone new to chub fishing, what I mean is when the water's been high, when we've had a lot of rain, when there's been a lot of washing, and that water is a lovely brown colour. Now, you can't beat that in my opinion. So, going back to what I'm doing here, I'm just making some simple kind of breadcrumb. So, like I say, this is a rough, I wouldn't even call this breadcrumb, it's just an absolute mess. And I'll just go through, these bigger bits. And then what you do, grated cheddar, the more mature you can get. I mean, this is mild and creamy, so I messed up a little bit there. But I've gone for the essentials because, hey, don't things cost so much now? It's just like, what? And I know that the additives that I'll be adding, the stuff that I'll be adding to this, do you know what I mean? It's just gonna help anyway. I will put a little bit of red Leicester in this, which has got more of a punch, isn't it? More of a kick for all you know that know your cheese. A lot of people perhaps put brie in this. You can create your own little unique situation here. You don't have to stick to what I say or anyone else you watch say. You really don't. You can just do whatever you feel confident in. And I'm always saying that confidence is going to be the biggest key. It doesn't matter if other people don't think it will work. If you're 100% confident in your approach, your bait, your tactics, whatever, that's going to put you in longer stead than something that perhaps works for everyone else. And you're sitting there going, is it working? Is it really working? So there we go. Look, probably half and half, what would you call breadcrumb, and half cheddar there. And what you want to do is just do this. You want to knead it in, drop me in to make, bloody hell, get out of breath. Really, I always say this on my videos, I really need to start working out. And I'll tell you what, if you've never rode for chub, and of course you travel light, unless you're someone like me who actually took my barrel on the last session. And I can't remember who commented, but if you watch this, trust me mate, I haven't spoiled it this time. But no, it makes you fit. And the great thing about river fishing for any species, if you're on the move, you get to explore all these little areas that, you just generally wouldn't see, if you're sitting behind buzzers. And that's no disrespect to carp anglers or anything, because I've loved my carp fishing this year and I'll continue to do it through the winter as well. But as you can see here already, let's just break a little bit off. I haven't had anything else other than cheddar and breadcrumb, and already we're getting a nice, fairly firm, and added Leicester. So we'll grate this in so it's nice and fine, so we can try and make it as even as possible. And I'm not going to stop there either. I think spices are more a barbel thing, but I don't think chub will pass up a nice bit of spice either. So I'm going to add, well, I've got some hemp flake, some crushed hemp I should say. Not really ever called it hemp flake before. I've got a little bit of that, so we're going to add a little bit of that into the mix as well. Let's do that before we knead it in. So not tons, because I want to make sure I've got plenty of this crushed hemp here. Don't know what the hell is that all dripping over some sweet corn juice left over. Not tons of it, because I don't want to be attracting every roach in that stretch to leave me dry. And paprika. Now paprika is a great winter additive to anything. Not tons, especially maggots, guys and girls. If you fish in the winter and like maggots, and then some Cajun season. I actually bought this. I don't particularly have a lot of spice in my food, but when I was barbel fishing, I'm not going to add a tremendous amount because I want the overall flavour to be cheese, and I've got some really old garlic. Look at the stems on them. Some really mature garlic. I'm just going to chop that up also into fairly fine chunks and add that in. But I'm not worried about being too fine either, because obviously I'm going to need the absolute shit out of this now. And let's continue. But that lovely garlic I've just chopped up, all of them juices, I mean, it's old garlic. But look at that now, guys. It's a bit discoloured. It's got a bit of colour to it now. Sort of the red Leicester, the little bit of red Leicester. You can see the bits of hemp in there. That's really cool. That's coming along nicely. So just a reminder, chunks of garlic. I'm worried about taking the skins or whatever. If you know what they're actually called, pop it in the comments, because I don't think that's the right word. And then we've got a little bit of Cajun just to give it a slight kick. I don't want it to overpower. A little bit of crushed hemp as well. Like I said to you, I don't want every roach in the stretch to be drawn to my hook bait and, you know, take me, you know, clean me out before I can even get in front of a chub. But yeah, let's have a look at this now. Just give it a bit more kneading. You can see the consistency and the texture really coming along now. And I think the more you knead it, give it a bit of warmth, mess it around, it's only going to get better. So let's have a look. So yeah, a nice consistency in my opinion, that.